Okay, it is time for another week of mowing. So I just got everything checked for today, got my oil checked and all my gear loaded because we got a few customers here today because it is Easter weekend. Easter's on April 5th, so I got a lot of people who want like mowing done before Easter for like parties and stuff like that or for the kids. And so I don't usually do an upcharge for like immediate mows. A cool thing to do, I do on my part. They have to tell me though in advance, like a week in advance before anything, so that I don't quote them on the spot, because I would do a quote on the spot, but it's only if they tell me like out of nowhere when I'm doing 15 houses one day, you know what I'm saying? Because like, if it completely comes out of left field, like I will do a charge. I think, what is our on-demand charge? I forget, it's like, I think it's 36 on demand. I could be more, I have to double check that. Today we got 15 houses due, and I think overall total, we have actually 20? I'll double check my map. We got both machines, and luckily, the house we're doing today is actually extremely nice. So this area over here has a bunch of really nice houses where they're really well managed and extremely well maintained. Like their backyards are so gorgeous. So yeah, and the cool thing is I got this customer over here, what we just looked at, and the customer behind me just talked to me, so we'll probably have him do his yard next time, because what happened is the guy who did his yard was quoting him like, I think it was like 50 a week and then 100 bi-weekly, which is absolutely insane. I thought my prices were like bad, but you guys were pointing out in the comments that I was charging probably too low for my amount. I could probably charge more, but I don't really particularly care to, just because of the fact that I'm happy with the money coming in right now. Later down the line, I might increase it, but I don't think I'm gonna do that till next year. Usually every year I'll increase it by like $3. So we'll see what happens to that though. But let's go take a quick walk at this before I get started. So you can see grass extremely long here. It's a bit too tall to my liking, so we're gonna probably do a 4, a 3.75. Same thing with here, and same thing with the back. Hopefully, I do not have to bring a push mower, because I didn't bring my push mower with me. I think for this yard, I use a push mower. I can't remember from last year, because usually I'll take mental notes, because luckily I have picture memory, photo memory, and I can write notes in my head. So, and I can write maps in my head. The only problem with my knowledge is that if it's not important, I'll usually forget about it. So luckily for my business side of me, I'm perfectly fine, I won't forget about it. So let's get started with this gig and start with the front with actually the sitting mower first. All right, the final result looks really good. What I did was a little bit lower in the center. I did a 3.75 to get a circular effect. And then what I did for the stripes is that I did a 4 and 3.75 mix. So that way, when the sun glazes on it, it should look really good and detailed, especially with the rain and stuff like that. So I just didn't want to cut it too low, because of the fact that even though it's raining, I'm not sure if it's gonna grow back quickly, because last year her yard was a mess. So I want to keep it around a 4 to 3.75. That's what I try to do for most customers. 3.75 is the goal, but sometimes you have to do a mix to maintain the look. So, situation is as follows. Yeah, we're not getting through that gate at all. I'm gonna go get my push mower real quick. Unfortunate. It's gonna cost me a little bit of time and money, because I have to probably use the money to go get gas later, but besides that though, there's no shot I'm like fitting through there for that gate. Like even if I lift that up, sometimes I can just squeeze through if I lift that up. So, like for example here, some gates I can just like push this up like so with my foot, bang, then I can just sneak my way in. But That is not the case. Okay, I'm gonna let the customer know that I'm gonna be right back. Unfortunately, I don't have their contact now I'm thinking about it. They have a wired phone, isn't an elderly couple, so I don't actually cannot text them. So, so customers updated. I just let them know like, hey, I gotta go grab that thing. So informing your customers where you're going before you disappear on them is definitely a 10 out of 10 I can recommend. These clips in. I gotta put both of these clips in so when we drive off we don't lose anything. Oh my god, look at this. Look at who's here. Look at who's here. My little gamer dog. I picked these iron cages up and he's here to greet me. Hello. How's my favorite brother? Bring it in.
What about Trent?
He's, you know, my other coworker is non-existent, okay?
Dude, can you mow this backyard, bro?
Bruh, are you for real right now?
Can you mow the backyard?
Dude, this, I'm not gonna lie, it's ironic. I do mowing, but I don't mow my own yard. So, there's that.
Tipper keeps going through here. He's gonna have like a buzz, and he tries to jump up on mom's lap, and there's gonna be like a bajillion ticks.
Ticks, yeah. Okay, when I have an opportunity, I'll do it. I got like 15 or 20 houses to do today, so when I have time, I'll definitely take care of it. All right, love you, dude. Okay, so next we need to do is load up these cages. So this is a 2-piece. And what I'm gonna do with this is I gotta load this up a certain way. So here's one piece here. I gotta clip on the second piece, which is right here. What this should do is I should just clip in place. So I'm gonna line it up here. So I'm gonna do is snap that there. This thing's just a pain for reason. Yeah, we're good there. So we're gonna take this little thing here, the little nut bit. We're gonna have it bite down there. It's kind of hard to see. Same thing with this. The most annoying part about this thing is just how awkward it is, not how heavy it is. So I particularly don't like doing this because it's just a pain. With that though, we're good to go to click clippings. So just start it up and do a little light touch up. Okay, I'm gonna be quite real with you. We did not get anything. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but like, there's barely anything in there, man. Like, at the end of the day, the customer wanted it, so I don't mind doing it. But like, I'm gonna be quite frank with you. I don't feel like it was really necessary to do this, just because of the fact that like, there really isn't much to collect. So I don't know. Her yard isn't bad. It was well maintained last year, and I'm pretty sure I did this last year too, at the end of the year. Because if you do this at the end of the year and the yard's already well maintained in the first place, you don't really need to do this again. So like, at the end of the day, we're getting paid for it. This clip here, do that, take this one off. This one here. And I'm just gonna take these extra clippings and I'm just gonna dump it over here for the time being. I'll just set the cage on top of it so I don't lose any of them. And I'm gonna load up all the other gear and then I'm going to weed whack and blow. Fine, just fine as per usual. So do you want to do weekly or bi-weekly? I just want to double check.
Pardon?
You want to do weekly mowing or bi-weekly mowing?
Let's do weekly to start with,
Okay.
because you know it grows fast.
Yeah.
In the spring.
You gotta prep, yeah. My mom is the exact same way when it comes to parties and stuff like that. It's gonna be hectic to say the very least. Well, if they don't get to the fertilizer stuff, I can look into taking care of it for you. Just let me know what happens to that.
Okay, great, great. Do you do heavy duty?
Like mulch, or what do you mean by heavy duty?
No, well, mulching, I do need to mulch. However, I'm not going to mulch until after all of the maple seeds are down and out of the way, because you know they just fill up everything.
And then they start sprouting under the mulch, yeah.
Yeah, and next thing you know, you've got all these little maple seedlings coming up in the mulch. No, I've got a big root going across and interfering with the ornamental maple tree.
Okay, I see what the root you're talking about is. Okay, so I can look into doing that for you. It's not cheap to slice, even though it's a small root. Root grinder is like not very cheap to run this at the very least. So it's looking, that's probably gonna be like a $300 or $400 like grind up. So like I would recommend holding off for the time being and then seeing if you have any other spots you want us to grind, because like once we have our machine ready, because we have to pull it out of inventory, we can then grind roots easily. Just the pulling it out part's like a hassle, so that's why it's so expensive, and the machine is expensive too because gas wise. So I would recommend you just think about it and find other spots you want taken care of. So you have like another spot, we can just snap at them, trim them away.
Okay.
That's what I recommend for my customers for that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So weekly is 28 plus the clipping collecting was 5, so the final amount is 32. Okay, the customer's happy, we're all good to go. I'm gonna go work on the next few yards. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly just say it real quick here. So far we gotten how many houses done? We gotten 3? Yeah, 3 houses done. I'm gonna try to get another 7 done to get 10 done hopefully today. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was really overcast earlier. Now it's absolutely gorgeous out, so like, yeah, it came out of nowhere. I went to the bank and take care of some deposits, but got a lollipop because they get free lollipops there. W. Honestly, it's the small things that matter when you go to those kind of things. But I got one house over here I need to do, and then I got another one that's all the way up the hill over there. It's honestly not that far in all fairness, it's like 2 blocks up. But what I'll probably just do is drive them over from here to there because they're so close and just get these 2 done. Shouldn't hopefully take too long. And then I got, what is it? After this will be 5 and then 5 left. And then we'll try to wrap up at either 6 or 8 o'clock depending like how I'm feeling. I'm not the push mower here. I'm gonna go to the other side. Sticks are ridiculous, man. They're always here, bro. Can't catch a break when it comes to sticks. Okay, we are back, baby. Oh yeah, I just got some food because I had to get some lunch. I had like nothing this morning. I had like a protein shake and like a 12-ounce gallon of water, a 12 gallon of water bottle brought with me, but that was particularly about it. So I legitimately had to get something to eat because I was famished at the very least. So decided to treat myself and got myself like a prime rib just because like I could grab another protein shake and save some money, but I decided just not to do that. Since we actually got 2 new customers today, I was like, okay, you know what? I'll treat myself. Just this once, you know what I'm saying? So we actually got a new house right over here. We got another customer I normally do here. So this is the house we got. This is a new person. They actually messaged me last year about getting mowing done. So it'll be interesting to see how I do them this year. And then the other customer we have is right there as well. Her, I don't remember who is exactly in that house. I think they rent it to people. But long story short, they have a really nice front yard. It's easy to do. It looks super good when it's done. The backyard's nice. However, I have to swap between a push mower and a standing mower depending on like if it rains, what's the cut level. Just it's flaky to say the very least. Now this one on the other hand, I'm not too sure how I exactly do it because there's like not really that much to actually cut. So I can either cut extremely low, like a 3.5, which I don't particularly want to do. And there's actually a few different reasons for that because I don't want to kill the grass. And also I just want to make sure it looks good long term. So I'm thinking for this one, as I cut it at like a 4, and then maybe I transition into a 3.75 for detail. That's what I'm at least thinking. But at the same time too, I'm not too entirely sure because once we get back here, you can actually see if change is weird. So like laying here, it's gonna be really easy to do. But afterward it becomes all gravel. Yards like these are interesting because you don't know how to actually like make them the first cut. You usually got to play around with these kind of yards because you got to figure out like, okay, do I want to cut zigzag? Do I want to cut a stripe? Do I want to cut it vertical, horizontal? Like ultimately, what's the best way with these kind of things? Sometimes you have to play around with new customers who already know how to do that, which I don't really like doing, but unfortunately that's how it be sometimes with this kind of stuff. So what I'm gonna do for the timing is I'm going to start with the sitting mower, take care of this yard, the new one, and then I'll do the front. I should be able to just do stripes aside because we're just going to go back and forth there and we should be good. So I'll get started on this real quick here. This hopefully shouldn't be too long. And once I get this yard done, this will actually be, I've released it. This will be their 7th yard. I will say one thing that I don't like are these like protectors for the thing here, because they always break. I swear. They get caught. Oh, I could have just probably unloaded the push mower earlier. I didn't really bring it with me. I kind of just brought it with me, but there's another customer who says that one that needs the push mower. I could have just like left it. Like, it's kind of one of those things, like, I like the push mower when I need it, but when I don't need it, it just kind of takes unnecessary space, and I'm just like, maybe not. There's no opening over there for me to go in there. The only way to get access to this back here to the mow is to go through here. There's a bit of a divot. I could probably use the standard, have no issue. Worst case scenario, I get a plank and just level it out to get back up, but hopefully that won't be the case. I'm honestly kind of thinking stripes going down this way is going to be the play, and then wrap around will be the second move. I think that's the move. Okay, that actually looks kind of good. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. There's nice stripes there. Then I have a nice curved stripe coming in. You can't really see it on this side, but if you go to the opposite side on the way in, you should be able to easily see it. So let's try to drive around. Okay, so you can see it here on the way in, how it like curves down. It looks really good. The problem with it is the grass isn't that long, so it's like not perfect. If the grass is longer, it'd be way better, but still, I think that looks nice because you have two shots. You have like a nice look up shot and a nice wide coming in shot. So, I don't know. I think it looks good. Okay, I am finished up for the day. I'm gonna just enjoy my 12-gallon water and just chill for the rest of the night. Be clocking out here. We got 10 houses done. Pretty successful day in my opinion. We only got like 9 houses left, so I'm gonna take care of them tomorrow, and then the rest of the night I'm just gonna chill, watch some anime. Got reincarnated as a slime. I don't know if you guys know anime, but that's my cup of tea. Maybe read a book or two, something like that. But I'm punching on out. You guys enjoyed today's video. You know what to do. And I'll see you for one. I'm out.